Hey guys, Fuldrake here. So, how are you guys doing? I'm curious about Festo, Phil, my close subscribers. So many people out there. How are you doing? So let me know in the comments below. We're good, but we're good, but there's always that but. But unfortunately, yes, the news are all 24 hours, 24/7 news about coronavirus. Like, I'm shutting my TV all day. It's not on. Like, I'm only turning it on when it's some movie or just kind of as the preparation for games, I guess. Like DualShock 4, it sits on my bed when I need to go on YouTube to check some notifications when I'm not on a computer and to play some games. I played The Last of Us Part 2. Actually, let's talk about that. I think it's a great game. I'm not gonna spoil a thing for you, of course. Good stories. So far, good story. It's a compilation it's a compilation of 5 years later. So it's set out 5 years after the first event of The Last of Us Part 1. Still, like, I'm playing it for about a week now, like on and off for hour or hour and a half. Still, I'm not around. I'm around a half of the game right now. So is that a long game? Like 20 hours of gameplay. It needs to be. It needs to be settled in this game. So 20 hours. I'm only around the 10th hour, something like that. Characters are interesting. So Dina, we have Dina, Jesse. They're friends, like relationships. If you haven't played the game, cut this video right away. But I'm gonna tell some things for people, so I'm gonna tell some things about characters. So we have a Dina, Jesse, of course Ellie's back, 19 years old. Joel is back. Abby. We have some new protagonists in this story, which I saw actually on YouTube. You take a part of these new characters. They have the different story than Joel and Ellie, but look for yourself if you're interested. Avoid spoilers, people. Please avoid spoilers and avoid those comments. Like, I download The Last of Us. I download The Last of Us 2 even when it wasn't out. Even when it wasn't out yet. There it was on the background. There it was just sitting on the background, and just about to be downloaded. And I try to avoid any streams, avoid any broadcasts, because I knew people are gonna share this. People are gonna share this on many websites, plenty of websites. There's Instagram, there's Twitter, there's YouTube and everything. What else? I mean, some people use that Twitter. Usually it pops up every once in a while, but I shut that off. I'm not using it. Let's talk about a gameplay. Gameplay in this game is so much better. So much better. They improved AI significantly. So it's much more better to play as a role. You feel like how do I explain? They mixed out Uncharted gameplay with The Last of Us. Like, in Uncharted, your character is usually in the middle. When it's not an action, when it's the action sequence, it goes in the cinematic gameplay on the left side, ready to move. So it was always like that. In The Last of Us, they kind of did a mixture with this Uncharted gameplay and AI system. They took AI system and improved it 100% more. So AI is much more complicated. They communicate between each other much more. They have even assumptions built in. Like, AI can even spot you, like, even when you least expect it. Like, I was under bed. Once I said I set the trap. I hid under the bed, and I waited for a while for them to show up. And at one moment, somebody entered in the bedroom where I was at, and at that point, I waited for him to pass, and he looked under the bed, and he can actually drag you. So that is scary. I like that build of tension. They did so much details with this game. Communication dialogue is on the top notch. Is really top notch. Voice acting is awesome as always. Joel, who's Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson. Amazing casts. Nobody could do it better. Nobody could do it better. They're born for that role. They deserve it. So my thoughts: 10 out of 10. Good. Good thing so far it is not a final verdict. It's not a final verdict, we'll see. Still 10 more hours I need to put in this game. Like, I'm playing it really slowly without rush. Like, I remember the first The Last of Us I got, I already spoiled myself, and then I played the game 3-4 days past it. It wasn't that feeling, like I already knew what's gonna happen. But with The Last of Us Part 2, actually, that wasn't the case. I prepared myself. I avoided every possible spoilers. Waited for that day to come up on the PS Store, and then just pre-order it a month ago. Yeah, around 19th of May, and from there it started countings like 30, 29, 28, and that was that video that I upload, like counting final countdown. That was kind of a, it's a big hit. You don't get a big hit like that every year, so people should appreciate it. I understand some people, actually not, okay. There's so many things to say. More people are disappointed. I don't know why. Check for yourself and see if you're gonna be disappointed or not. For me, it's a great game. uh, is it better than the first one? I guess it's much more sophisticated gameplay, animation. AI is smarter, as I said. They're looking for you more longer. Enemies have names also. So Kira, Jack, Troy, who else? Like Mary, like so many of these names, and they're searching between each other. They communicate a lot, searching for you. And when you hurt their buddies, they're gonna come after you if they see your footsteps. Even they can spot you in the grass if you're on prone mode. So if you're on pro mode, they can actually spot you. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's about a game. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna give. Now, final verdict is gonna be for at least a week from now because I need to finish the game. I know a lot of things like that I can't say right now, and probably also me. So to not be spoiled, I guess I'm going to pause the comment section. I'm gonna pause the comment section for a while until I pass the game, because I want to avoid spoilers, because I'm already in a half of the game, as I've said. Also for you guys to not be spoiled in the comments, so you can't communicate with each other. Maybe there's gonna be some troll or somebody that's gonna spoil everything for us. So that's what I'm gonna avoid. And so to be fair player, like always, comment section for this particular video is gonna be paused for a while, at least a week. I need at least a week to take a week to pass this game, because I'm playing really slowly. I'm looking for resources, I'm crafting. I'm not only passing through the corridors and looking for the missions to get on the missions. I like that because it the story goes forward, but also kind of you need to stay, you need to check these rooms. Most rooms are locked. You need to find the keys, combinations of the safes. So there are so many resources and crafting items. And I haven't built like I built, I believe, pistol only up till maximum. There's like revolver. There's so many things that you can update. Shotgun, I can tell you about weapons. that is not, for example, spoiler. You can expect what weapons Ellie has. So we have a shotgun there, rifle with a scope that you can install. You can also I think flamethrower is gonna be there. I'm not sure. So machete, knives, even silencer. You can craft silencer, but it's limited. So that is for some details of the game. Now about coronavirus. So as we're good. Let me know how do you do. Also tell me in inbox on YouTube how you're doing, because I'm gonna, for this video I have to pause the comment section because I now explained some things that most people are getting into. So I appreciate that, and we will see each other soon. Bye guys.